Well, good early Monday morning to you. Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. As you can tell, I'm speaking quietly. I'm currently in a hotel, not because anything is wrong, but because I'm taking a 34-hour break. My load doesn't deliver till Wednesday. I'm 300 miles away, so I'll leave out of here Tuesday and deliver on time. But anyway, as you guys know, I've been doing a series lately on the Dart details, talking about Dart, answering all the questions. And so far I've done 2 videos. I thought I had answered all the questions, but as I've talked about before in previous videos, the viewers of this channel are very, very smart, and they've thought of questions that honestly I didn't think of. And so we're going to do a part 3, and as far as I know, this will tie up the loose ends and finish this video series. But if we continue to get great questions, maybe stuff outside the box that I didn't think of, then we'll talk about it again in future videos. But for now, let's cue up the music and fire right into today's video. Here we go.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down, flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round, for my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live. And this is why I do this.
Alrighty, we're back. Before we go any further, you guys give this video a thumbs up, share this video on your social media platforms, and look below this video to make sure you're subscribed. Wait a few seconds, a little bell will pop up. Click that bell, select all, and it's free to do, and you'll receive notifications when future videos come out. Another thing it does is it helps get this video out. When you're looking through suggested videos, it puts my videos closer to the top, and more people get this information, and we can continue to help more people. But let's get into it. So one of the questions I got asked was, sorry about that, my phone overheated. It's been doing that a lot lately, and I don't know why. One of the questions I've been asked a lot lately is about the maintenance program and how that works at Dart Transit and the general deductions here. I've purposefully avoided discussing deductions because honestly it depends on what truck you pick. As far as the insurances are based on the value of the truck and things like that. So I prefer to let Dart go over that with you after you've selected a truck. I would hate to tell you numbers that were either way higher or way lower than what you might actually pay. But when it comes to maintenance, they base that on the year model and the mileage on the truck. Generally, on a brand new one, you're going to see somewhere around 6 cents a mile. And then as the truck gets older, for example, if you're looking at a 2018, the maintenance could be much higher, 9 to 12 cents, something like that. Again, it's real tough to answer that because it's specific to the truck you select. Now, let's talk about the maintenance program. And let's talk about modifying the truck and things like that. Dart has a network of shops at several of their terminals. There's one in Eagan, Minnesota. There's one in Lancaster, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas. There's one in Ellenwood, Georgia, which is right outside of Atlanta. They've got a very small one that I've never been to in Vandalia, Ohio, and they've got one in Edwardsville, Illinois, and they've got one in what's the name of that town? Right outside of Chicago. There's a little shop up there. It's pretty small. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. I've been there a few times. They used to just work on trailers, and now they do light mechanical there too. I say all that to say this. You guys know from previous videos, I've had mixed experiences at their shops. They call them the Pro Stop. And from what I've heard, Eagan and Pontoon Beach, Illinois are the two. I said Edwardsville. It's Pontoon Beach, Illinois, are the two where I've heard the most positive things about. But I don't use their shops a lot, and that's the great thing about Dart. You can take your truck for your services where you want. Now, if you go to Love's or TA, they're set up with Dart on eShop, and it is a lot quicker. But if you've got a guy that you trust back home that you want to work on your truck, you can certainly do that. They just want it to be a reputable shop, with certified mechanics and things like that. Now, truck speed. It's another thing people ask me about. Truck speed will vary anywhere from 65 to 70 miles an hour based on your time with the company and safety record. You guys know I've been kind of critical of this speed policy. I think it should be different, but it is what it is, and the good outweighs the bad. So when you come here, basically, the first 45 days you'll be at 65. Then they'll turn it up to like 67 or 68. And then after a ridiculously long period of time, they will turn it up to 70. Honestly, though, by the time you get to that point, you've almost got the truck paid off, and you can turn it up to whatever you want to. But I've harped about that on other videos. I'm not going to harp on it again in this video. Let's talk about modifying the truck. Now, you guys know when I had the Kenworth, it did not come with a refrigerator. So I added my own factory refrigerator in there. I bought it at the Kenworth dealer. I actually ordered it, waited for it to come in, and installed it myself. It was super easy to do. I would recommend that before you do any modifications to the truck, you talk to Highway Sales, the leasing department. 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you to go for it, but that way you've covered all your bases. One thing they will tell you, if they approve it, is that should you change trucks for any reason, like when I upgraded to the 2022 Peterbilt, that they want you to return it to the condition it was in when you turn it back in. It wasn't hard to do on that refrigerator. I didn't have to drill any holes or splice any wires or nothing. It was pretty much a plug and play situation. But anything you're going to do to the truck, they want you to remove it when you either upgrade or if you were to quit or something like that. But as I said, if anything that you're wanting to do to the truck, you really need to talk to them about it before you do it, because in all honesty, you don't own the truck until you pay it off. You're just leasing it, and they're super reasonable about it. Now, obviously, if you're going to be drilling holes, things like that, they're going to be a little stricter about it than something like that. For the most part, they don't care about CBs and things like that. But it's just a good, safe practice to keep them in the loop about what you're doing. Now, another thing, sorry about that. I'm still having issues with my phone. I've bought a second one, and I'm trying to take some of the burden off of this one. So hopefully in upcoming videos, we won't have these overheating issues. But the other things I wanted to tell you about this, of course, if you're doing a lease, they pay after every load. I think I've discussed that in previous videos, but there were still some guys that had questions about that. As far as how well they check out the trucks, I'm going to be totally honest with you. Some locations are better than other locations about looking the truck over. Regardless, even if they were all perfect, you should thoroughly check over these trucks before you sign any paperwork or leave the yard with it. Now, they've got a vested interest in you doing well. They're not going to purposely sell you a turd, but guys make mistakes, guys miss things, and the more eyes that look at something, the better off you are. When I got that Kenworth, my wife and I climbed all over that truck looking it over, and it's just, I appreciate all the extra eyes I could get. And so they do look them over pretty well, but it's still a good idea for you to check it, because let me tell you why. If you have a breakdown, now they're good people, they're probably going to help you out if you have a breakdown, in the first few weeks. But even still, what oftentimes hurts you is not the breakdown, it's the downtime. So if you can catch something before you leave the yard, it might be something they could fix real quick. It could save you from getting towed to a dealer, being there several days, because dealers don't just drop everything and work on your truck. They put you in line behind everybody else, and you could be there, several days. Whereas if you caught it at the yard, it might be something they could fix really quick. Now, some of you guys have asked about maintenance records. There's some problems with that, and the main thing is, since Dart gives you kind of the freedom to go to the shop of your choice, I know guys that do some of the repairs themselves. For example, I replaced a Mudflap the other day. I know guys that have replaced alternators, things like that. But the fact is, even the smaller shops, if you break down on the road and a road service comes out, they don't always report to these services that keep up with maintenance records. So every single thing may not be on there. Your best bet on something like that is if you found a truck that was a company truck and now it's a lease truck. One thing you can do, if this is something that really bothers you and you want some peace of mind, there's something called RigDig, RIGDIG, and it's very similar to a Carfax type report for trucks. But again, if somebody did a repair themselves or went to a small shop, it might or might not show up even on the RigDig. And RigDig is something you have to pay for. Now, they're not sponsoring this video, and I'm not endorsing them. I'm just saying there's options out there like that if you're concerned about if your truck has ever been in an accident or something like that. But for the most part, they have really good trucks, and hands down, their prices are outstanding. I'm not aware of a lease with any other company where you're going to get a better monthly payment or a better total payout than what Dart offers. I'm sure they're out there, but I haven't been able to find them. As we've discussed, they generally stay east of I-35, so most of that is hiring area. I know if you get into southern Florida, right now they're not hiring down there, but that's subject to change. If anything I say in this video, I've said it in the other two, but it's worth repeating. If anything I say in this video sounds too good to be true, sounds way out of line, sounds like I'm misleading you, talk it over with a Dart recruiter. I have all their information to do an application down in my description below. I'll also put it in the comment section. Fill out that short application, and then a recruiter that can answer those questions accurately will contact you. Another thing I love about Dart is the recruiters are really, really honest, as opposed to other companies where a lot of times they're just trying to get you in the door. Do they ever make mistakes? Sure. Do they ever give out wrong information? Sure. Stuff's constantly changing and trucking, but I'm not aware of a situation where they purposefully tried to mislead anybody, and I've had real good success working with them. Of course, my email's in the description below. You can always contact me if you want to ask me questions, or you can leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as we can and try to get you helped out. My Facebook Messenger has been hacked. I think I've got it back now, but sometimes I don't receive the notifications. Just know if you join me on Facebook or Instagram and send me a message, it may take me 3 or 4 hours to get back to you, but I will get back to you. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy this 34-hour break. They got a swimming pool downstairs and all kinds of stuff. And so you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Hopefully I cleared a few things up for you, but as I said, if you still got questions, reach out to me. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.